Mercedes went over prediction another time and scored a double podium in 2 successive races. Seems like the upgrade the team was working on is showing some result finally. But what are exactly the reasons behind the improvement of the W13's performance in the last race? Why the W13 was fast at the Hungarian Grand Prix? Keep on watching, guys. We'll be revealing the technical reasons behind the Mercedes comeback in the last 2 races. If you have no idea about the update silver arrows added to their car in the last 2 competition and you want to understand the technical aspect, check out last videos. You will find all the information you need to know. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done it. Activate the bell to receive all our new videos. The W13 is finally showing some results. The team's drivers are finally capable to extract more from this season's car. A double podium in 2 successive occasions just before the summer break is extremely amazing for a car and a team who have been struggling since the beginning of the season. Mercedes fixed the issue? Not really. A lot of work is waiting for the Silver Arrows squad. The car performed better, but they still can't catch Red Bull. However, such a score before the break will definitely push the team to give more and more for the second half of the season. The team is focusing on 2 major points, in fact: racing tracks features from a side and the W13 development from another side. The car's performance is remarkably improving from a race to another, thanks to the very interesting changes and upgrades the team's engineers are adding. Aiming to improve the aerodynamic of the car, Mercedes technical staff and engineers added a new nodder installed on the length of the car's halo, while also improving the turbulence resulting of the very inclined nose position. The team focused also on reducing the turbulence by making some modifications that will ensure the transformation of the air directed into the rear wing into a clear flow replet with downforce energy. This modifications comes in a long car upgrade schedule the team have been working on to get the W13 out of the hole. Lewis Hamilton, the team's historical driver who suffered of his car's bouncing since the start of the season and wasn't satisfied at all about his W13, declared recently that he thinks that he with his team are still a bit far from competing for the first place of the standings. The speech seemed to be changed this time. Hamilton is more optimistic and look like he thinks maybe he can do something better with his car in the second half of the season. The British driver commented just after the end of the Hungarian Grand Prix race this Sunday, saying that they are clearly closing the gap with the front teams. Hamilton praised his team's hard work and confirmed that after a long time, he can finally be more comfortable with a balance in his car, which allowed him to start the race in a good way. Hamilton added, talking to Sky Sport, that scoring a double podium is an amazing way to go into the season's break, and that will raise the team's hope to bring some more into the second half of the season. We found something in the last development step, and we are close to beat the gap to the front teams. Now we are able to fight with Furious, and honestly, I think that we will soon be able to catch Max. I really want to acknowledge my team who have continued to push and never give up throughout this tough year so far. For us to be on the podium twice in a row is pretty special for us. The other guys still have a bit of an edge, but we're clearly closing the gap, and this is an amazing way to go into the break knowing that we have this performance. Hopefully, we'll bring some more into the second half of the season. Asked about his car's pace, Hamilton smiled, answering that he had no idea actually. I honestly don't know where the speed came from, he told Sky Sport with a grin. I was struggling a little bit at the beginning of the race and unsure if we would able to catch the guys, but I got more comfortable with the balance and I had a really good start as well. Guys, if you're enjoying today's video, drop a like down there. So Toto Wolff, the Mercedes team principal, praised from his side the team's young driver, George Russell, saying that he's a champion in May. Wolff added that he with the team's manager wouldn't take the decision to bring Russell to the team if they didn't see a champion inside the 24-year-old driver. Wolff was very satisfied with the performance Russell showed at the Hungarian Grand Prix and described Russell's first pole position in Budapest as a very special moment that they will be remembering. Mercedes boss said that this will be the start of a champion career. George is champion in the making. He was a champion in all the junior categories, in Formula 2 and Formula 3 as a rookie, and we would never put him in Mercedes if he didn't believe that he could be a future champion. It is his first pole position, and that will be always something special for him and for us, because it is a moment to remember. Today is another milestone of the many he's going to achieve. George Russell, the 24 years old from Norfolk, became the 5th British driver after David Coulthard, Jason Button, his current teammate Lewis Hamilton, and Lando Norris to take a pole position this century after defeating Ferrari's Carlos Sainz just by 0.044 seconds. Mercedes had previously come up with a lot of modification, and the big news is that is only the beginning. Michael Schmidt, the Formula 1 journalist, talked about reports confirming that Mercedes will be introducing upgrades to the car before each race during the remaining competitions. He reported that these improvements will be mainly made on the car's floor and changes to help reducing more the porpoising. The F1 journalist added that the Hungarian Grand Prix confirmed that the upgrades that the team have been introducing are actually effective, especially for the car bouncing. It is real the W13 hasn't the same porpoising saw in the beginning of the season. However, there are still some remaining bouncing bothering drivers Hamilton and Russell. Schmidt added, if fixed, Mercedes will be able to win races after the summer break, as the porpoising considered the team's major issue of the season. They told me that Mercedes will now bring small upgrades every race. All these upgrades will be floor related. Mercedes will take these upgrades all the way to Budapest. That is the big test to see if they have completely fixed the bouncing. If everything works there, Mercedes think they can win races on their own in the second half of the season. Would Mercedes be actually able to win? Would Mercedes be actually able to achieve this? Tell us in the comment down below. What is your opinion about Mercedes' performance and the technical aspect the team is working on? What are your predictions for the second half of the season? Don't forget to invite your friends to watch this video if they are Mercedes fans. Thanks for watching, see you next time.